Story 1. Someone you can be yourself around and not be afraid to talk if something gets tough. They can just be their own person with their own interests and intelligence. Story 2. I went searching for a short girl with short brown hair. I was found by a tall biker woman, 2 inches taller than me, with long red hair past her waist. 25 years of marriage and 3 children later, sometimes life finds you, and you truly find out which traits make a woman worth it for you. Focus on who truly cares about you. Story 3. Caring, considerate, interested in me as a person, strong, independent, takes initiative, clean, honest. Story 4. Someone who sees the version of yourself you try to hide yet wants to know you beyond just what you present. I am 24 years old and have spent the majority of my time since the age of 15 in relationships. Many years with many people who made me feel loved and with whom I loved back. My partner now, however, loves me and I love them, but not the version of me that others see. Not the version that I curate to be lovable. They actually want to know the side of me that I thought could not be loved. Time flies by, and I realize this person knows me better than I do, yet loves me more than I love myself. Story 5. Sexual compatibility, sensuality, empathy, intelligence, strong critical thinking skills, and loyalty. Story 6. Actual hobbies spend way less time consuming media than average, though reading is an exception, even if it is fiction. She does not get hurt that I am not a mind reader, does not play mind games, says what she means and means what she says, and consistently cares about me, obviously with me reciprocating. I will add more later. Story 7. Independence, authenticity, charm, kindness, adventurousness, thoughtfulness, fun, communication, intelligence, impulsiveness, caring, strong personality. Story 8. After being with some toxic people, I can honestly say that it was worth it. I have worried sometimes that I might be more toxic as a result, but I don't think it's really like that. I believe I can love more responsibly, and I can handle whatever comes up prepared in a different way. So, I guess I am back to square one where I am down even if I have no idea what to expect. Story 9. Can you all please stand up and stop begging men to find you attractive? What they are going to list traits and you are going to act like that. Just exist. Story 10. Set physical attractions aside because, obviously, physical attraction sparks your interest first and foremost. Respect motherly tendencies such as things she does for me or us. Tell me that when we have children she will be a great mother. Being nurturing, kindness, which I guess is in the same realm as respect, protectiveness, and emotional intelligence are all important. She doesn't just make decisions based on pure emotions but actually thinks. I don't care if a woman has a successful career or not, and I don't care if she went to college or not. Women can be ambitious and have the drive to do things without being career-oriented, in my opinion. When I met my wife, we were both broke and young. I was 23 and she was 20. Over the last 9 years, we have grown and built a life for ourselves, and we are expecting children soon. Before we got engaged, I got to see all of those traits make themselves known, and I fell deeper in love every time. Story 11. My dating checklist if I were single includes a low social media presence, not having TikTok, having a good relationship with her dad, embracing femininity, actively pursuing me, having a low number of past partners, not having many male friends, being socially low-key, sharing compatible religious views, having no tattoos or dyed hair, a single ear piercing is acceptable, being anti-fourth wave feminism, never mentioning her ex unless I ask, being fit and having a nice face. Story 12. Emotional independence. I can take care of every other need, but you are on your own for emotional regulation. Story 13. Personality-wise, I am kind, smart, sweet, nice, gentle, and cultured. I share similar beliefs as others. Physically, I am attracted to a girl with long hair and blue eyes. Story 14. Peace. Do you bring peace and contentment to my life, or strife and drama? Also, having a long list of matching kink interests does not hurt. Story 15. The traits that make a girl worth it are those that turn an ordinary day into an adventure. It is her sparkle when she discovers something new, her laughter that drowns the noise of the world, and her kindness that turns strangers into friends. It is about sharing dreams under the stars and being each other's biggest supporters through life's chaos. When she walks into the room, the atmosphere changes. That is worth everything. Story 16. Loyalty to the relationship and transparency with issues between us. Communication and a great sense of humor are probably my top priorities. Resilience to frustration and an ability to laugh easily, when it is clear that she is not acting with ulterior motives and genuinely wants to be together. Story 17. Good communication and good emotional regulation are important. I know I will be criticized for saying that second part. Individuals should not become overly emotional or aggressive, yelling about work or exhibiting other poor emotional regulation habits. Women should be able to compartmentalize as well. If your sister or mother has upset you, do not bring that energy to us and then wonder why we are avoiding you. Story 18. Honesty, openness, empathy, self-care, and passion. Everything else can be flexible, but if someone checks all these boxes, they are worth it. Story 19. Writing first actually means a lot and shows that you are not the only one interested in continuing the friendship or any other relationship. Story 20. Sense of humor, good communication, and the courage to tell me when I am being an idiot because I really do dumb things. I just want someone I can easily talk to. It is hard for me sometimes to find someone to talk to about anything and everything, from the simple things to the most random and weird topics. Story 21. She doesn't judge, or at least tries not to. She is very nice, respects everyone, has some dark humor, and she is a little geeky. I am never going to find a girl with these standards. Story 22. That everyone could get along. Becoming an adult has soured my opinion of people in general. I'm no different. Story 23. Being passionate about something can be anything from ending climate change to knitting sweaters for her pet hamsters, but just care about something. Story 24. Imagine a gyroscope and all its implements. That's a person. What makes stopping a gyroscope in motion worth it? It is a very hard question to answer, and it is why people usually try to stay together. For me, it is about having respect for what I am doing and being a compliment rather than an impediment, and vice versa. If I tap someone, that is why it is called that in vernacular. I watch to see in what ways she will be disturbed or fail. If I create impedance, resistance, or am more of an impediment than what she can recover from by herself, then I leave her alone. It is like static. After enough friction, both people discharge. If you are grounding her out and she cannot handle it, then you are just harming yourself and vice versa. Story 25. Sense of humor. Someone who is going to be there with me. Someone I don't have to mask around. I am a lucky, lucky woman with an amazing fiancé and a really good girlfriend. Story 26. I have been traveling a lot, and I am learning that I need a partner who is a thinker and an intellectual. This is not a pretentious, I only like smart people kind of thing. I just feel like most people think they know everything they need to know, and they stop learning and stop being curious. This is especially true in more capital and status-driven cultures like the one where I live. I need someone who thinks so I can ask her what she is thinking about, explore those ideas together, and have long conversations about world conflicts, philosophy, literature, and art. Story 27. Blue, green, and gray eyes and dark brunette hair. Oh, also if I really enjoy their company and just want to be around them always and have easy conversations with them and a lot of shared values. Story 28. Modesty. No social media addiction. Good relationship with her father. Hygiene and fashion. Genuine expression of her personality. An aversion to hookup culture. Story 29. She wants kids, has a dark sense of humor like me, is smart. Understands that I need to take care of my parents too, likes to volunteer, is kind, knows how to cook, does not do drugs of any kind, does not have kids from other relationships, has stopped talking with her ex, has no sexually transmitted diseases, likes to read books, enjoys theater and opera, is feminine, and was born female. Story 30. Gentilezza, senso dell'umorismo, voglia di lavorare, che stia con me perché le do quel qualcosa in più e non perché ha bisogno di me. Ah, e mentalmente equilibrata, se possibile. Story 31. A good sense of humor. If I can make her laugh, I care little about the rest because the household will always be filled with laughter and good humor. Story 32. The main thing I look for in a woman is how well a marriage would strengthen my relationship with the French monarch. Illegitimate he may be. But in all seriousness, as long as the girl is fun to be around and is as respectful of my input and boundaries as I am of hers, and doesn't make decisions for me without my input. Story 33. Your appearance, how you present yourself, loyalty, body type, personality, a good sense of humor, being an overall nice person to be around, and genuinely liking me are important. If I feel like you are trying to play any games, I will leave as soon as possible. Story 34. Not being lazy, entitled, and selfish. Also, she needs to be kind, sincere, and genuinely care for me. Additionally, she should not display inappropriate behavior. Story 35. Hot, fun, easygoing, kind, open, has something going for her, easy to talk to, and has great sexual chemistry. Story 36. Yamato Nadeshiko represents a feminine ideal that is respectful of authority. It embodies loyalty, skill in housekeeping and cooking, and beauty. It also signifies intelligence and cleverness. Story 37. Great sense of humor, great ride, great intimate experience, tight companionship, loving and available to my friends at a whim. Story 38. Honestly, loyalty, humility, maturity, willingness to communicate and compromise, a homely, wifely attitude with healthy boundaries. And no, I don't mean a cloistered dish servant. I mean someone who would rather stay in and let me cook and watch movies on the couch than go out and buy $200 plates and $12 drinks. Someone who would prefer a free or inexpensive date to a national park or a beach than some grand, expensive gesture. A woman who doesn't need her lashes and nails done, but looks incredible when she does make the effort. It doesn't take much to make a man happy. Most men will marry a 6 without hesitation. Above all, we want peace and security. Story 39. Well, taking responsibility and not just throwing them at me. Good communication, honesty at tough times when most people lie. I like the truth direct in my face, even if it's chaotic. Story 40. It's when she shows genuine care for your family while you are away, like taking your mother out for a treat, checking in on your siblings, or making sure your father is doing okay. So you can tell she is from a well-raised family and has her life priorities in order. Story 41. I definitely know how to have fun, protect her, make her laugh, and be a very fast and determined cleaner who respects her boundaries. I live for her, meaning I will only try to impress her and not be in competition with her. I actually listen to her feelings, surprise her often, and respect her family requirements. I nurture her when she has cramps and always take care of her, especially when she might do something that is very dangerous. I offer her knowledge and advice, being both the provider and the defender. I try to ensure she is not annoyed about the other girls who like to talk to me. I listen to her even when I am playing my video games like Grand Mafia and Resident Evil, and I pray for her constantly. I never argue over silly things. I only argue if it is a matter of life or death, or if I have proof that she cheated. If I do not have proof, I will not concern myself with it. I stay calm when she tries to annoy me and do not care when she expresses strong opinions about everything. I keep praying. If she is bad, God will show me, and I leave it all to God to handle serious issues. I remember days like Valentine's Day and holidays to make them extra special. I make sure to spice things up often to ensure that we are highly aroused and completely ready for intimacy. It is important that we do not engage in intimacy if the body is not acclimated, as that would be wasting pleasure, and I cannot allow that. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.